Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Answers by Queen Spirit and Queen Spirit 1126. Alright, so I am reading for our May numerology reading, right? Month ahead. I'm a little bit late, y'all, but it's been a long weekend, whatever. I don't even know what to call it. But yes, okay, what you need to know for the month of May. So May comes to an 11, 5, and 6, right? So we have changes in our internal foundation, changes in our family, our friends, changes in our relationships, not only with people outside of us, but within ourselves. So there's a big focus on change and kind of trusting spirit to push you forward. All right, so 5 is what the month is, 6 is the year. That comes to an 11. Now, 11 is one of those numbers that is glamorized. Let's just be real. In numerology, the number 11 is glamorized. Why? Because it's a doorway. But you already know when you are being pushed through something, and right now, I'm getting the image of kind of like being sucked through a vacuum. So there is a direction that is very, very specific to which way you are going to be heading. And it's not always going to be the most comfortable. It's not always going to be like the easiest. And sometimes going down a new path, going on a new journey can be, it can create some fear. It can hurt when you trip. So I have change in path, new doorways, changes with family, friends, internal foundation. So I'm going to pick a number here for the month of May. I'm gonna pick set a number, but we got the Queen of Swords and we got the 9 of Wands. And let's see, this 9 of Wands is mostly, it looks like upside down, right? Because we have 5 going down and 4 going upward, right? So 4 of Wands upright is definitely happiness, success, kind of like being viewed as a successful person. Like people are watching you, kind of. It's kind of like being on stage. And then the 5 of Wands in reverse is the ending of some kind of fight, of some kind of harsh attitude is what I'm getting here. And then of course we have the Queen of Wands, who is coming through with her boundaries and as somebody that you shouldn't play with. So what I'm getting with these 2 cards is that you have manifested the ending of something in your life, okay? So some things that weren't working for you, they're going to end and you're going to be pushed into new opportunities. Now, this could be with the job, money in general. I am getting relationships as well. So some things are not going to work out, and this is not a time that you should force it, right? So let's pick, I'm going to pick 2. Okay, I got exactly 2 cards. All right, look at that. Karma's here. Past is catching up. I don't think that there is anything else left to say about that. So we got past is catching up, landing on the Queen of Wands. So this says to me that definitely you should be happy that you started off speaking your truth in the first place. Somebody tried to separate you from your truth, right? And that's what we get here. Karma's here. The reason why you're going to be seen as so successful, and I get this fiery energy, like, yeah, I did it. I did that. It's all me, like almost like you wish you could be me, but the past is catching up to you, and karma has been here to take care of that karma. Right? So as far as the past catching up, karma's here. That means different things for different people, y'all. It do. It does. All right. So if you know that you've been in this energy of keeping your karma clean, which is so very important. It's so important to make sure that you're not out here hurting people, to make sure you're not causing problems, to make sure you pay back your debt, right? And I'm not talking about money, although, you should pay your bills. But I'm talking about if you hurt somebody, you should apologize. If you stole something, you should return it. If you took from somebody, you need to give it back. And that's just that. So for a lot of you guys who have cleared up your karma, you're going to see the benefits of that. For people who have not, they will be trampled on and hurt. I don't know any other way to say it. They're going to be hurt. So make sure you guys are taking care of your karma this month. All right. So karma is something that you can't get out of, right? If you did something wrong, or even if you did something good or well, you're going to pay karma for it. Whatever seeds you plant, they will be sown. Like whatever you plant is going to grow. So you have to be careful in making sure you continuously plant seeds that you want to grow. If you have been someone who has been, bad in your past, not doing good things, and a lot of us who are sent here to be humanitarians and who are sent here to do good for other people have had past lives where we weren't the best people, and we have to pay karma back for that. And this isn't like, oh yeah, you were a terrible person, that's why you have to give back. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying it could be the reason why you're driven to give back, because you can't get rid of your karma. The only thing you can do is lessen the blow. All right. So the past is catching up on the Queen of Swords. So make sure you speak your truth on the past. So we got the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. All right. So you guys are going through a spiritual awakening. Like it's literally right there now. A spiritual awakening can be very difficult, a little bit scary. Like I said, spontaneous awakening. In the beginning of this reading, I said I'm getting a vacuum. So you're literally going to be pulled through this in this like almost set in stone. Why? Because this is some kind of karma that is catching up to you. So let's read it. Let me just say before I read this. People like to talk about karma like it's a bad thing, but it's not. Karma is the very definition of you get what you put out. You put it out there, you're going to get it back. Now, if you're doing negative things, if you're doing bad things, then yes, your karma is going to be bad. But if you are doing good things and you're handling your business, then it's not going to be a negative thing for you. So, spontaneous awakening. This is a card of awakening and energetic upgrades. Perhaps you're going through a period of spontaneous awakening, receiving visions, and having experiences that are out of the ordinary. In the West, little is known about the process of spontaneous awakening, and it can feel very scary when we're going through it alone. Elsewhere, they can be seen as auspicious experiences, with those going through them being treated with tender care, right? Auspicious is kind of like this good energy, right? Something good is happening, like that's going to lead to more good things. So the blue beings are thought to be activating beings with great potential for feeling and upgrading our cellular structures. They appear in moments of extreme awakening, activating of physical kundalini awakening, and deep cellular and DNA healing. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. Okay, so the awakening process is a process that does not end, right? Because there is so much to learn and explore in the world. You have to be in this mindset of, okay, I witnessed this. I know that I witnessed this, and that's that, right? We don't always have a determination for everything we see or everything we feel. And having those, being obsessed with those moments and trying to define them can set you back on your spiritual awakening. So you guys are encouraged right now to think and feel, but don't always define. Because a lot of times, like for instance, when you're doing past life regression, or you're meditating and spirit is dumping all of these messages into your mind, if you consistently try to sort out those messages while you're receiving them, you will block your messages. You will block kind of like that train, because you're focusing too much. It's kind of like when you're dreaming about somebody who's passed away. As soon as you be like, oh, you're dead, they're going to disappear. They're going to be gone. Like, you're not going to see them anymore in your dream, right? Like, and this isn't like, oh, I'm happy to see you because you're gone. This is more like, oh, you can't be here because you passed away. And it can cause them to disappear because you don't believe. So make sure you guys are opening your minds and your hearts up to believe in good things, believe in the impossible, believe in miracles, okay? So the past is catching up. Can you clarify that, Spirit? Holy shit. So there's a dark past here that is catching up. The star in reverse is darkness, right? And right on the bottom, we have the Four of Cups, and under that, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So there's definitely energy here of there being a lot of darkness, and then there's a transition out of that. And there's no help from the person, people, energy that caused the darkness, right? So this is a darkness that you pulled yourself out of, that you have transitioned your own self out of, because you had to kind of get your emotions in order, right? With the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is about taking back your energy and your power from things that you don't want, right? It's like, hey, I could give you this, but you're like, no, I don't want that. You know, I'm tired of accepting things from you. I'm tired of accepting this energy. Let me go back, retract into myself, and let me see what I can do to help myself. So there's definitely energy here of coming out of a dark time. Some of you guys may have had issues with money. I'm getting issues with communication, issues with foundation. Karma is definitely speaking right now very, very heavily, right? And then I get that you have found a way to get into yourself and learn yourself better. And I get that there's a big emotional balance here, a huge emotional balance. There's been too long of something or somebody trying to make you feel a certain way about yourself, or trying to kind of like ruin your future or something like that. And that is being ended, okay? That's over. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that it's over. So the dark times are ending. The past is catching up. And this spiritual awakening is probably the reason why you have removed yourself from all of this negative energy. Why you see yourself in this Four of Wands energy and not allowing any fights or arguments or anything to kind of sway how you feel about things. Not to allow people to come into your life fighting and arguing and doing all that extra. Karma's here, Nine of Wands. Clarify. Okay, so we have the Void, Stop, Embrace Winter, Great Cosmic Womb. And then we have Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. I'm saying this is exactly what I was talking about. The Void, okay? Karma's here. So anything that you guys couldn't control, like it's not your fault. You can't control what someone else does, and that's just a fact. If somebody is going out of their way to hurt you, which I see, somebody is what do they call it is, I always want to say nickel and diamond, but it's like stringing you along. Somebody trying to make you feel like, oh yeah, if you do this, then this will happen and this would be better for you. But the truth is they don't plan on going along with anything anyway. So I'm going to read Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. I feel like there's a lot that during this spiritual awakening that you are learning, that this is an unmatched time. The ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship, created in precise alignment with stars, exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. Okay, so you're being invited to kind of go back in the past, right? It's dig a little deeper. Go into your past, not just this life, but previous lives, and take power from that. You know, I really believe that in every life we leave a little piece of us behind, right? And so that piece of us that's left behind, you are able to contact, speak with directly, get that information directly, because there's a reason why you went through these such hard times, right? Nothing is a coincidence, right? Everything happens for a reason, and those are just facts. Now, do we always like the reason? No. Do we always even know the reason? Also, no. But I am getting that there has been a lot that has been learned in the past, and it's another idea. Instead of just pushing forward and like forcing your way through this, take a step back and really realize, like, okay, what the hell is going on here? Why am I going through this? What happened in the past that, that put me on this path that I'm on right now, or these distractions, okay? Okay, y'all. Okay, I'm not even mad. So we got the High Priestess, the Two of Cups, and we also have the Ten of Cups. What we got on the bottom? On the bottom, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we got 2 tens and 2 twos, right? What's under this? The Nine of Wands. Okay, you can't make that up. So one thing about the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's all about letting your walls down, right? You can see Nine of Wands that somebody's been hurt. Somebody has been, trampled over in the past. And now they're at this point where they're like, you know what? If I always have my guard up, then I'm not able to accept people in, things in. You block a lot. The High Priestess is all about secret knowledge, right? Along with this spiritual awakening, again, this feels like a forced vacuum. You guys are going to be forced through a spiritual awakening, forced to see a different perspective, forced to let go of some of the dark things that have happened in your past, right? So as you download this secret knowledge, as you download your past self, and you do your past life regressions, you'll come into contact with somebody that is this looks like soulmate energy. You know, it's weird because I'm a firm believer in kind of like soulmates, right? Because I'm married to my soulmate, but we didn't meet after our spiritual awakening. We met during, and I would venture to say a little bit before, like right when it was starting. And everybody is not blessed like that. They are not. What I'm getting is that there is a soulmate energy. It does not necessarily have to be a lover, but it could. There is a soulmate energy that is going to walk you through some things, and you guys are going to grow spiritually together. The Ten of Pentacles screams generational curses, right? So what I'm getting is that there has been a lot of things that have been happening in your family, or even happening just with you, right? During every life, that you're like, okay, I'm tired of this. I'm removing myself from the situation. So at this point in time, you guys are really going to experience breaking some generational curses that have just been going on and on and on, and finding this truly happy place. Now, if you're going to get to that happy place during May, I don't know. You know, some of you guys may be on the negative end of karma. I don't know, but I do know that the path is going to be clear for you. There's going to be no question in the way that you should go, right? So we talk about the letter Q. The letter Q. Hold on one sec. So the letter Q is represented by the number 8, right? Which is what we see here. So we have the number 8 and we have the number 9. So the number 8 represents what goes around comes around, karma. It also represents events, right? So I get that there's going to be a lot that's going to be exposed. There is going to be some kind of event that's going to be ended. This is a very karmic event that either people celebrate every year, or they kind of, I don't know why I want to say throw the weeds to it. They kind of are sad every year around this time, or something along those lines. I'm definitely getting an ending to that, all right? That is all I have for the month of May. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, guys, and I will see you next time.